For centuries, advertising has been one of the most important factors of business. Today, we're exploring arguably the most crucial aspect of advertising: design. I'm Ivan from Visme, and I'm going to show you how to use colors, composition, and storytelling to make your ads stand out and resonate with your audience. Let's get into it. One of the most important aspects in all of design is color. And color can mean so much more when we view it from the lens of marketing and advertising. This is where we need to look at color psychology and the effect it has on your audience. Color can evoke strong emotions, often subconsciously. It's more than just a design choice. It's a powerful tool that shapes how we feel and respond to ads. Think of Coca-Cola, for example. Coca-Cola Red, specifically. It evokes passion, energy, and excitement, the same feeling you get when that sugar and caffeine starts kicking in. Then there's Starbucks Signature Green. It suggests nature, harmony, and calmness, like soothing green tea that you would get straight out of Seattle. When designing your ad, choosing the right color isn't just about what looks nice. It's about the emotional response you want to trigger in your audience, and how your audience is going to experience your product. For example, red, again, signals urgency and passion, while blue is calming and trustworthy. Whether you're going for bold or subtle, the psychology behind colors can help you connect with your target audience on a deeper level. Next, let's talk about composition. A well-composed ad grabs attention and guides the viewer's eyes to the most important elements. You've got your logo, your call to action, and maybe an emotional hook, but where should they go? One of the best tools in design is the rule of thirds. Picture a 3x3 grid over your image. Placing key elements at the intersections naturally draws attention, making your ad more engaging. For an even more balanced layout, you can use the golden mean, which is based on the Fibonacci sequence and is a visual phenomenon that actually occurs in nature and can be observed all over the world of design. Just look at a snail's shell. This technique can give your design a harmonious, aesthetically pleasing structure. Another thing to keep in mind is how the human eye naturally scans visuals. Most people follow a Z pattern or an F pattern when looking at an image. This is especially important when designing your ads. By placing important elements like your logo, call to action along these visual paths, you can increase engagement and guide viewers toward the desired action. But how do you use your graphics properly to create that aesthetic design? This is where it's important to understand the best practices for using text in design. Typography plays a huge role in ad design, but it's easy to overdo it. Too much text can clutter the design and overwhelm the viewer. In fact, platforms like Facebook limit the amount of text you can use in ads for this very reason. Finding the right balance between text and visuals is key. The font style, size, and positioning of your copy all matter. A bold, clean font can grab attention without overwhelming the design. Remember, in most cases, less is actually more. Let the visuals do the talking and use your text to reinforce the message. That's why Visme's slogan is actually communicate visually. Repetition is also a powerful tool in branding, specifically when you're launching something new. Consistency helps solidify your brand identity in consumers' minds. You want your audience to recognize your brand immediately, whether they see your ad on social media, a billboard, or in a magazine. However, be careful not to overuse repetition. Too much of the same thing can lead to ad fatigue. The key is to keep certain elements like your logo or your color palette the same, while varying format or creative content. This way, your brand stays fresh and engaging without becoming monotonous. While the graphics and placement are all essential to a well-designed ad, what about the human aspect? People as models are used all over advertising and have their own specific design aesthetic that draws the audience's attention. Body language is often overlooked in advertising, but it's incredibly powerful. Whether the people in your ad are exuding confidence, warmth, or excitement, their posture and expressions send non-verbal signals that resonate with the viewer. For example, a model eating in a McDonald's ad might yawn to subtly highlight their 24-hour service, appealing to tired, late-night customers. Direct eye contact creates a strong emotional connection. When someone looks directly at the camera, the way I'm looking at you, it feels personal. This technique is often used for luxury goods or products that want to forge an emotional bond. On the flip side, a three-quarter gaze, where the model is looking away from the camera, adds mystery and intrigue. It's common in fashion or luxury ads where the focus is more about creating a mood or story than making an immediate personal connection. But it also helps the viewer focus on the product rather than making a mini parasocial relationship with the model. So we understand the types of design and how to use them. How do we actually ensure that our ad will be successful and generate leads? Now that you've got a handle on the creative aspects of ad design, let's talk about the strategy to actually create your design. A successful ad campaign is built on a solid foundation, and I've got a simple 5-step cycle that will ensure your ad hits the mark every time. Step 1, define your North Star metric. Your North Star metric is the single most important outcome you want to achieve with your campaign. It could be increasing sales, driving downloads, or getting more signups. By defining this key metric, you can focus all your efforts, both creative and strategic, on achieving that specific goal. It's about aligning your ad design and messaging with the broader business objectives. Step 2, know your audience. It's not enough to have data on your audience. You also need to understand their struggles, desires, and how they talk about you. This is where customer conversions, surveys, and social media engagement comes in. By combining data with real conversations, you'll get a clearer picture of what resonates with your audience. When your ad speaks directly to their needs or desires, you'll see a big boost in engagement and conversions. Step 3, align concept, copy, and creative. Your concept, copy, and visuals all need to align with both your brand's message and your audience's needs. When all elements of your ad work together, whether it's the message, visuals, or emotional appeal, it becomes a much more effective ad. It's all about telling a cohesive story that resonates with the people you want to reach. Step 4, test your ad creative. Don't settle for one version of your ad. Test different variations to see what works best. A/B testing and multivariate testing allow you to experiment with headlines, images, and call to actions. Visuals tend to have the biggest impact, so start there when testing your ad variations. Once you find a winning combination, you'll have a much better chance of achieving your campaign goals. Step 5, optimize your landing page. Your landing page needs to be as compelling as the ads are that drive traffic to it. Keep it focused, visually appealing, and optimized for mobile. The goal is to create a seamless experience from the ad to the landing page. If your landing page doesn't live up to the ad, you'll lose potential customers at the last step. Simplify the design, make the CTA clear, and ensure the page loads quickly on all devices. Designing a successful ad can seem overly complicated, daunting even, but it doesn't have to be. That's why you can rely on Visme, the all-in-one content creation platform that was made specifically for people like you to make designing simple and easy. You can try one of our many advertising templates so you can start designing your professional grade ad today. You can try today with the link down below. And until next time, I'm Ivan from Visme, helping you design better for your business.